In the name of Almighty, the most beneficent and merciful. Assalamu alaikum. This is Little IELTS Master Tousif. I am from Lahore, Pakistan. So this is the lecture number 7 of my IELTS series. And in the previous lecture, we have discussed the 6 different types of questions of IELTS Writing Task 2. So from today, we are going to discuss Writing Task 1. So let's start. What you have to do in Writing Task 1? You will have to write a report of at least 150 words in 20 minutes. So collectively you will be given 60 minutes for IELTS writing, and you will utilize 20 minutes in writing task 1, and you will utilize the remaining 40 minutes for writing task 2. Keep one thing in your mind, that writing task 2 has more words than task 1, but obviously both has some percentage in total marking, so you will need to focus on writing task 1 as well. I will suggest you to write almost 180 words, 170 to 180 words in writing task 1. Don't go for writing more than 180 words because that will consume time, and there will be more chances of mistakes as well. So there are two types of diagrams that on which you will have to write report in writing task 1. First one is data driven diagrams and second one is non data driven diagrams, and we will discuss the details of these diagrams later on. So there are a couple of things that you need to focus on in IELTS writing task 1. Firstly, you will give important and relevant information and illustrate the trends if trends are provided in the figure. And secondly, you will paraphrase, make comparison and contrast where possible. Obviously, these are the three things that you will do in report writing. Where comparison is possible, you will do comparison. Where contrast between two things is possible, you will make contrast. And obviously, you will paraphrase in all types of question in task 1. And this point is very important. Don't give your personal opinion or comments in writing task 1. As in task 2, there were some opinion essays where opinion is asked from you. But in writing task 1, you only need to mention or report the main features of the provided figure. So don't give your personal opinion or don't give any additions in writing task 1. And lastly, you will give well organized overview of the provided figure. So these are the 4 points that you need to focus on in IELTS writing task 1. This will improve your score. So what are the type of figures that are the part of writing task 1? First one are data driven diagrams. There are actually 4 types of data driven diagram. First one is tabular chart that we will discuss today in this session. Second is pie chart, then bar chart and line graph. These 3 data driven diagrams we will discuss in the next lecture. And secondly, there are non-data driven diagrams which involve process diagram and maps. Obviously, we will discuss details of these diagrams in the later lectures. And lastly, there is mixed task. As the name suggests, mixed. So this involves combination of table with pie chart, sometimes table with bar chart, and sometimes table with line graph. But most of the time, whenever mixed task is appeared, you will get pie chart with table, one table and one pie chart. So let's see the structure for task 1 report. First of all, you will write introduction of one sentence, and in one sentence you will do only paraphrasing as we do in task 2, but there is no general answer. In task 2 you wrote introduction of 2 sentences, but here in task 1 you will write introduction of only one sentence, that is paraphrasing. And in task 2 you wrote summary at the end. However, in task 1 you will write summary as second paragraph. So your second paragraph will be your summary of the provided figure, and it consists of 2 sentences, and in 2 sentences you will mention the main features of the provided figure. And in body paragraphs, the main features involve extreme points like maximum and minimum values. If the figure is trendy task, then you will mention increasing or decreasing trends. And similarly, if the figure is process diagram, you will mention the number of stages involved in manufacturing of some product, the total number of processes. Like there is a 7 stage process of manufacturing of bricks, so you will mention in your summary that this is the 7 stage process. Similarly, in map, what are the developments that have been made throughout the years? You will mention those big changes. So you will mention those changes. So this will be your summary. We will discuss in detail when we will discuss each question type separately. Lastly, you will write 2 body paragraphs in task 1. Each body paragraph consists of 3 to 5 sentences, and mostly you will use 3 or 4 sentences, but you can maximum make 5 sentences in one body paragraph. And in body paragraph, you will report the all features that are mentioned in the figure. So introduction, first paragraph, which consists of only one sentence. Next, before starting table, there are some approximations that are used for table. Like if the number is provided in the table is not the exactly whole number, some decimal number, then you will use these approximations. Like the number is 12.1, 12.2, then you can use just you can use any of these. It is around 12%. It is about 12%. Similarly, if a number is less than a whole number, so you will use it is just below 12%. It is a little less than 12%. It is around 12%. Obviously, number is not needed to be necessary 12 per 12, but it can be any number 45, 49, 52, 78 point something. So any decimal number you can use these approximations. And lastly, if the amount is in hundreds or thousands, and it is the exactly whole number, but it is in hundred or thousand, so you can use these approximation. Like it is a 146 kg, 147 kg, 148 kg. You can use it is nearly 150 kg. It is approximately 150 kg. It is less than 150 kg. Similarly, if the amount is 202, 203, you can say it is just just above the 200 kg. You can say it is a little more than 200 kg. You can say it is around 200 kg. You can use these approximations according to the requirement. So let's get into the practice for table. The table shows the proportion of pupils attending 4 secondary school types between 2000 and 2009. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparison where relevant. Write at least 150 words. So here is the table. So first of all, you will have to write introduction, and introduction you will need to paraphrase this. So the tabular chart. Rows will be replaced by represent, illustrate, depicts, display, gives, describe. You can use any of these words in place of the word shows. The proportion is actually the percentage, the sign percentage, unit. So the proportion will be replaced by the contribution, the percentage. Simply, you can say the percentage. Secondly, the pupil, students, duty, and something like that. Attending 4 secondary school. Secondary school is the keyword, so you need not to change this keyword. 4 types. You can say different types, various types. Between 2000 and 2009, you can say from 2000 to 2009. Or second way is between 2000 and 2009. This is the actually 9 years. So you can say within the 9 years period. So this will be your paraphrasing. And then you will have to write summary. For summary, I said you need to look at the maximum and minimum figures. For 58% is the maximum, 10% is the minimum figure. for specialist school, community school 58%, and for the year 2009. You can also describe summary in this way, or otherwise you can mention the trends. How can we mention the trends? 12%, 11, 10, decrease. 24, 19, 12, decrease. 52, 38, 20, decrease. 12, 32, 58, increase. So these three school figures are decreasing. However, the community school figures are increasing. So you can mention the summary in this way as well. You can write one sentence for these three schools and one sentence for the community school. So this will be your two sentence summary. And lastly, you will have to write two body paragraphs. So you can divide like two schools in one first body paragraph and two schools in second body paragraph. And in body paragraph, you will report all the features. You can say it started with 12% attendance and its attendance dropped slightly to 10%. Grammar school started with 24% and its attendance dropped by 50% and it reached 12%. It decreased to half by the 9 years period. And similarly, voluntary school started with 52%, the maximum of all. However, it dropped down and reached 22% in the year 2009. Similarly, community school 12%, it increased to 32 and then it reached 58% by year 2009. Let's see the solution. The tabular chart represent the percentage proportion of students pupil attending four different types of secondary school during the period of 9 years. Paraphrasing. Summary. Overall, it is evident that out of four types of schools, the attendance of students in three schools showed a negative trend, while community school revealed positive trend over the given years. So, three schools showed negative trend because their attendance dropped. However, community school attendance rose by the 9 years. So, it showed positive trend. Body paragraph 1. It is clear from the graph the majority of students were seen in community schools in 2009 with 58%, while the least number of students in specialist school with 10%. The eye-catching point of the chart, there was a slight change in specialist school student attendance. Their attendance remained nearly 1/10 in all the years. So specialist school has only 10% students, 10, 11, 12. So they were nearly 10%. So 1/10 is the 10th of 1/10%. So you have discussed community school and specialist school in body paragraph 1, and in body paragraph 2 you have discussed grammar school and voluntary control. The student attendance in grammar school showed negative trend. So attendance decreased to its half in the end from 24% in 2000 to 12% in 2009. The voluntary controlled school was the most popular school with the second highest attendance in school in an initial year. However, it declined from 52% to 20% in the end. So, voluntary school and grammar school are mentioned in second body paragraph. This is the way this solution is done. You can also mention the same solution in your own wording as well. You don't need to use these figures. You can mention it in your own way. Similarly, we can solve this essay in multiple number of solutions. So, this is all from today, and in the next lecture we will discuss pie chart, bar chart, and line graph. And in the lecture next to this lecture, we will discuss the remaining non-data driven and mixed tasks. So, in the three lectures, we will wind up writing task 1. So, this is all from today. Please do get feedback of this video in the comment section. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe the channel and share it to your friends. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.